like a boss.
Hey, yo, what's up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about 8 things that a man would do only if he loves you. Now, I'm not a big fan of making, like 8 signs or 8 things that you got to do, like stuff like that. But I feel like this is actually kind of useful because it'll help you guys understand the signs that you guys are going to get from guys, and it'll show you whether you should commit or whether you should consider backing off. Because a lot of times, a lot of people confuse the signals that people give them, not because of ignorance, but because our emotional state paints the way we perceive the data and the information we're intaking, and also our self-image also filters what we experience and interprets those things for us. So if we feel insecure and suddenly the person may not be paying attention because they may have some personal problems, you might attribute it that he doesn't really love you, and so that may cause you to ignore all of the positive signs, and as a result you may sabotage your relationship. So this will enable you to have more of a clear picture, devoid of interpretation, or devoid from interpreting the facts from in place of insecurity, and things that I know that are signs that somebody loves them from my own personal experience. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing is one of the biggest signs that a guy actually likes you and is becoming more interested in you is when he becomes interested in your parents. I mean, I promise you this, man. Your parents are not that interested, okay? And there's no other reason why a guy will be interested in your parents other than he's interested in you and has a future in mind with you. That's usually what that means. For the most part, a guy, when he's in love with a woman, he'll try to gain her parents' validation, because he feels like he has a future with her. So that's pretty much it. The second thing is you go on a trip together. And I know this sounds pretty cliche, but if a guy asks you to go on a trip with him, I mean, it means that he either is considering, he's almost at that stage of loving you, or he really wants to spend time with you. You see, most of the time you don't just go on trips together with someone who you just met. Well, unless you guys are there only for physical reasons. But if it's in a relationship and the sex has gone down, and he still invites you to come out on trips with him, it means that he values your company, and it means that it goes beyond the physical. It means that he may be loving you. That's what pretty much that means. I promise you, like, most of my friends, they don't go on trips with women who they kind of like. They go on trips with women who they really love. You see, number 3, he includes you in his future plans. Whenever you don't really love somebody, you don't really you don't really envision a future with them. Whenever you think about your future, you just see yourself and your only self. But when you want say something with someone and you really love them, you will naturally create those mental projections where you guys are together in the future. If you make plans in your mind, you're gonna try to include them as much. So you'll notice that when a guy has feelings for you, he'll try to include you in his plans, or he'll try to accommodate his plans for you. You see, so if you talk about how you're going to be in Canada, you know what I'm saying, and he's actually going to be living in South Africa, he'll try to find a way to meet, find a middle ground per se, because when somebody really loves someone, they really want to stay together for the long run, and so he'll naturally plan those things out. You see, and I remember that happened to me where when I was talking to this girl, she would plan to to work in Florida and whatnot, and I really liked her, I really loved her, and as a result, I actually capitulated and actually try to find ways to actually live closer to her. You see, and so we talked about kind of stuff, but I would not have done that if it was just a superficial attraction that I have for her, if I just liked her, but rather than instead of loving her. You see, so that's what usually happens, is that you are included in his future, and he talks about her, and even gets upset whenever you talk about something that doesn't include him in your own future. All right. Number 4, he consistently texts you and responds to you. And I know this is kind of obvious, but it goes to say that in my experience, whenever I love someone, I always text them in the morning. I always try to text them at night. I always try to be the person who she hears first and who she hears last from. That's usually tends to happen. But when you just like somebody, generally speaking, when you love somebody, you're just obsessed about them. It's an obsession. That's what that is. It really is an obsession. And the obsession manifests in you wanting to communicate with them as much as you can. All right. So that's one of the things that happens when you love someone. Oh, hey, pretty girl. Let me see. Number 5, he wants to spend time alone with you. I know this is kind of obvious once again, but you want to think about these signs and put them together in one thing. Don't just look at them individually. He's like, oh, he asked me to hang out with him and watch Netflix. No, I'm not talking about that girl. I'm talking about he actually spends quality time with you, like alone. I mean, without having to be sex. He just really would like to spend time with you. Most guys, when they just kind of like somebody, they won't spend a lot of time together alone, you know, or even better yet, he'll choose to hang out with you over his friends. That's actually goddamn big, you know. When you're splitting friendships, that means he loves you. You see what I'm saying? He'll choose not to spend time with his friend, just to spend time with you. Exactly. Number six, he gets jealous at the thought of you being with somebody else. A healthy dose of jealousy never goes. A healthy dose of jealousy never is, and but there's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? It's actually pretty good to have a healthy dose of jealousy. And when somebody has more than just feelings for you, they actually kind of get jealous. Whenever he thinks about you being with your ex or somebody else. Now, I'm not talking about over possessive jealousy, but I'm just talking about a subtle dose of jealousy where you kind of like it's kind of cute and adorable. I mean, you should always be careful whenever you see abrupt jealousy, where he gets overly emotional that to the point that he cannot control himself. Just definitely look out for that, and you should definitely not think that's cute because that isn't.
All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week. Fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses. 10 different bonuses, my Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are one, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're gonna love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now. All right. I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.